Hello and welcome to Albion TV's live coverage of the Crystal League 5v5 tournament that has been going now since the beginning of Season 10. This is the second to last day. I am the Shozen one. I am joined by Tazzik and Bogul today. Lupak could not be here. He has to go do a virtual DJ gig. How you
With
doing,
Twitch,
Tazzik?
right?
With Twitch, yeah. It's an official
he's
Twitch
on the
gig.
come up, you know?
Yeah. Well, he's been
Official
doing this
Twitch gig.
for years now. Usually he
Yeah.
does it in person, but this year they're not doing the in-person meetup for TwitchCons, so he's doing the DJing remotely while they do a I don't know, a digital meet and greet. So interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, yeah.
But we do have level 5, 6s, and 7s for you today. Currently, I'm collecting some names as I look around my tools to try to find out who we're going to watch today. Currently, we have Bob Freeze, Cargera, Gwes, and Marvin. Do we want to think of a fifth name to throw into this?
You know, we have like a full docket today, right? So 5, 6, and 7s. What
5,
we
6,
could
and
do
7.
is
Yeah.
follow one team all the way. You know, pick the team we think will go in the 5s and the 6s and the 7s and see how they do.
Derek is apparently doing level 5s. We could throw Derek in there for an old school fifth.
And is against a Pollinator and Derek. Okay, like this will be a very good match. Yeah,
not bad. Okay. Very standard play.
Oh, he's going in with a Black Monk. He's zoned in with the Ironclad, and then he swapped
I saw him
to the
switch,
Overcharge.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he knew he was up against Derek's team and prefers Black Monk against the double backline Bow Curse. Let's see how it goes. Obviously, Akko using his glaive build.
I like that.
He is known for. Heavy crossbow, Curse Staff, Nature from the blue team, though. Instantly going to Derek. They get the Blink Fling onto Derek as well into the back line of the blue team. Derek is going to go down to half HP, but he does have Blink available. Lee Horyu also walking up very far to get a Road Purity heal off. But Rudin very far in the back on that other choke. I wonder why he doesn't want to step up and put some damage on the back line. He is going to get fished by Akko, though, into a fling. Rudin going to roll very early. If Marvin goes on him with a Chain Slash, they could take him out, but he's going to go on Suriel instead, protect his front line. They are going to purge Rudin's Warbow effect as well, so he has no damage for a little bit. He does not have Assassinate available. Dip is getting hard traded right now by Suriel and a Pollinator as Akko goes down to 1 bar, has to blink away, failed the Blink Glaive Fling, though. So he did not get a chance for a kill right there, but he's still 1 bar to his name. As Suriel and Derek are blinking forward to kill him, they miss the Pierce, though. So they aren't going to have kill pressure on him, but Asian Tan stepping forward a little bit too far. Needs to get some dots off, on that front line. They have no curse stacks right now. Asian Tan, you got to throw out some Qs, man. Suriel going to blink away. Very hectic 5v5 off the bat. But red team had a 4v5. You know, Rudin went and capped that bot cap. So they're winning this fight. That was a 4v5. Akko goes down. The lack of healing that's coming out because they have that carrying collar, you can see it happening. The nature stat or the nature hole healing does not work well against the carrying collar. As now Marvin is going to bleed out to Derek's curse staffs. Jake 22 going to go down as well for a 3-man kill on the first engagement. Could be 4 if Dip goes down. I don't know if he has a roll. He's going to get swapped back in. He is going to go down. That's a 4-man wipe for the red team off the bat.
That is rough. That is rough for our boy Marvin. I'm currently watching Bob Freeze on the other side there. He had a very good early engage, got the 3 cap. Currently repping Hondel. As I'm imagining it, about half the GVGers in today's event are.
Got to get some love for Hondel, you know. Akko's still in Elevate. So that's one person who's still in Elevate. Looks like red team wants to hold mid. They saw Marvin swap to the Ironclad, so they knew they'd probably get stopped if they tried to go hard for that top cap. So they're just going to chill with their 48-point lead and relax, you know?
I hop over to Gemini-X, and Gemini-X is the only member of his team not repping Hondel.
Akko with this... he swapped off of the fish. He actually went to deflecting spin against a double backline. I prefer that, actually. If he can't get any big fishes off, deflecting spin will help him a lot here, especially with the mana problems that he has with the lunging strike. He is also on the pike this time, though, so he's going to get a massive root onto Suriel. They don't have the double flings anymore, but they do have massive roots and damage coming out from that pike. Suriel is getting hard traded right now by Asian and Akko, but in that backline, you see Dip is getting pressured off by the tank, Pollinator, very well.
I just hopped over to Cargera, who's repping White Order, fighting against Dungeon Realms and Nick BR10 of Hondel.
You're going to want to keep your eyes on Suriel here. Akko still grinding for this as Dip and him are chasing. They have the pike available as well, but they are going to get stopped on this chase. Lee Horyu playing very aggressively with his healing staff there. He's good, looking for a Robo Purity play again, but Derek blinks forward to get a massive Great Curse E off. Dip is now bleeding out to the Hots. Jake has to keep him alive through it, but the 4-stack curse ticks for more than 3 stacks of the healing Hots. Agent Tan is going to fall now, going to turn around to put some damage out as he does. And blue team has to retreat to the tent here. They're going to lose another member. Marvin doing what he can to spin them away, and Marvin not doing a good job of keeping the red team's backline in check on that last engagement. Akko had a lot more pressure on them than Marvin did with that Ironclad. Akko going for a trade 1v3 onto Derek, though.
Yeah, they
Derek
need to get
down to
this
one
one,
bar.
but I don't think they're going to get him. I think he's going to be fine. Too much pressure on Marvin's going to push them all back.
Yeah, Marvin could not help him with that dive. He is going to swap in Rudin, but he does not have the Ironclad Cern available. Lee Horyu in a very high position, does get snipe shot through, though. Akko has Pike available in a few seconds. Lee Horyu, one life to his name. Akko blinks forward, kills him with the auto attack. Actually, Dip got it with the snipe. Now they can chase. Red team doesn't have a healer. They overcommitted to the chase without any results. Without a healer, they could easily lose 3 caps. Marvin going to go forward. He predicted the blink from Rudin there. That was very well done. And now he's holding his spin to get all 3 over on this choke. He sees Derek and Rudin very low. Going to go for the stun run first, then start the spin once they get closer. I love this play. Keeps the healer out of it as well. Very good engage from Marvin. And his team should be able to pick up 2 off of that, Derek and Rudin. So with no backline, red team has to give up all of these caps. They just don't have the pressure. I'm not sure if the blue team should keep going here, though. They need to send 2 for the caps. They're not even going to go for the 20 tick. They're only going to go for the 10. They should have gotten 20 there instead of over chasing. That was a little bit of a misplay because now red team is back.
Tussle and the boys from Conflict are fighting in the only match I've seen so far without anybody from Hondo.
Red team fully back now in a 5v5. Serial going to blink through Apollinator's Black Monk staff, and Marvin had to walk through it. So Apollinator's going for a little bit of damage onto him. Suriel doing work with his carrying collar as well, though. You can tell that the blue team just has way less healing than the red team, even though they're using the same healing build. And I don't think it's a healer difference, it's the carrying collar difference, you know? Suriel down to 1 bar already. He failed his blink as well. Marvin can get off a really nasty spin in the backline if he has it soon to keep Suriel down. But Dip getting traded to half a bar. He is going to die to Derek in the backline. Him and Rudin had no checks on them, so the backline was able to put so much pressure to Dip. And now Akko going to die to these curse thoughts. He does get deflecting spin off, though.
If they get Suriel on the trade, Marvin's too low to stick around. He's going to go down as well. He just stuck around a little too long.
Has a big problem in every engagement where they're not keeping Derek and Rudin in check, right? The backline of the red team is just popping off in every single engagement and getting out. They're just getting out pressured, basically, is what's happening. And they need to figure out a way for Marvin to either go BMS and sit on that backline, Ironclad, spin out some people, go for some catches. They got to keep that backline in check.
Wow, this Bob Freeze team from Hondel here just absolutely demolished the Sun team of Rick and Thursday and Wee Wee. Sun did not stand a chance. Already over.
Looks like blue team wants to go top side again. They're keeping Marvin on the Ironclad, but this time they changed Akko over to the carrying collar as well. So hopefully Marvin will have some help in that back line with Akko playing the carrying collar, playing a little bit up front more than he might have with the Pike. They are going to go for the stop, though, this time for the 20 tick. They know they can get it. So this time they get a free 20. 31 to 115 will be the score, but Apollinator has to use his resistance potion for that trade. If they can wait it out, they could come up and get a massive engage off. They're going to trade Judy for Judy here as Marvin and Akko want to walk forward. They're looking at Rudin right now. Derek a little bit too far up, but Akko is going to just keep his carrying collar pressure on the front line. There's a lot of damage onto Jake 22 in the back line, though, from Rudin and Derek, who double killed them with Suriel. The back line of the red team has no pressure on them, whereas the blue team is just getting destroyed with it.
Gatherbat's Hondel team has also secured another victory for Hondel.
Suriel is playing this one very well. Very well micro play from Suriel, though. He's hitting his E's on the people he needs to hit them when they need to go out. He's not over committing to them and like using them early on cooldown. He's doing work with those E's. And this is kind of a disaster for the blue team.
Here. This is
25 to 115.
The boys having a hard time.
4 to 115 is what it's about to be. I think they're going to just give it up here as they are all naked. So looks like a very well won match from the red team here. Who should we swap to is the question.
You can go to Gwes for now. I believe that match is not very close last I saw. Maybe it's
110 to 41. Yeah, it looks like the blue team kind of stomping over the red team here. It is against Tussle, though, so we can show it for the boy in the chat. Fun Stealer always wants to see Tussle. They could kill Electrico here. He is in a very bad spot, not even able to go mid. He has to go bot side. Does get a turnaround with the Robe of Purity, but the enemy has a Judy right at the entrance to the cap, so they're going to hold that mid pressure. The Phoenix with a massive snare target on Electrico. He goes down here, and they're just going to win this engagement. Red team lost Ragnarok, though. They should have been able to win off that. The other team doesn't have a healer, but the pressure on the backline was so big from Bonzo and K-Tomny. They aren't even able to win that, as Phoenix is now going to get traded as well. It's a 2-for-1. Bonzo Bobo looking very low, though. No healer, like I was saying. So it's a 3v3 now, and they're very low still. 16 minutes in, though. Electrico is going to come back very fast. So he should be able to get some hots on these guys. I don't know if Elevate can get the kills, though.
We have a bit of a comeback in the works as the Nick BR Zerfax team is trying to come back against Cargera. We could take a look from Cargera's perspective, currently 78-40, down 3 caps.
This one is 101-13. The red team has some pressure. They have a little bit of momentum right now, but they're kind of giving it up. They just walked down choke in a 5v4. I'm not sure why. When they should have Phoenix and Tryhard pushing very hard into the backline of the blue team right now. K-Tomny sitting on Tussle gets a one-man carrying collar. It was a big waste. He's not getting a lot of pressure with that. So they should be able to push up right now and get a kill onto either Lukill or Gaius. Or Gwes, sorry, but they are not going to go for it. They're just going to push them down the choke and get the mid cap instead. And they need to get it very soon. Like, I would start that cap if I was the red team very soon. But it is going to be a 10 tick for the blue team instead. 101-3 will be the score.
And while that was
does go down in the back line.
Cargera
red
and the
team
boys
getting
did
2
return caps.
They get a really good geyser as well. That's going to be a triple kill for the red team. They could get the comeback now, but
well, they have
with
to be
only
quick.
3 points, like
they have to be super quick.
Yeah, 3.
Come on, Conflict, you got this.
They should have gotten that 10 tick first, you know,
that.
like
yeah, they're not
going down
cap.
to 3 points. That's a very big deficit to play on. 1 death and you lose, you know.
It's always very hard to come back when you're down to that 1 death and it's over. People will dive you hard, and with the current comps, it's not too hard to get 1 kill.
Yeah, if they fully commit to like just suicide 1 or 2 players, they can get a kill, you know, and that's all they need right now, the blue team, to win. But the red team Conflict, they're going hard aggro. They want their 20 ticks. They're fighting at the 10 choke. And I like that. I like fighting at that 10 choke here in this position. You need all the 20 ticks you can get. You have to end this match soon because someone will make a mistake and die on your team. So you need to make sure that does not happen before you get in those 20 ticks.
Well, they have the lead in kills, just not the lead in caps. So let's see what they can do, the boys from Conflict.
67-3 right now as the blue team looking to shut down the comeback from the red team. It's a waste of a Judy, I feel like, on that choke. I wish they wanted pushed up a little bit further, get some kill pressure, just suicide for a kill, in fact, but they get a massive geyser stun with that pike onto Electrico. He's going down to 1 life, but they don't have the follow through to kill him. But he's now out of the fight completely. Ragnarok has to blink away before he dies, and K-Tomny barely escapes that geyser. But K-Tomny and Electrico are very low in this back line. Going to be a lot of AoE on this choke. Lucal Power and Gwes go down to half HP. And the red team should not commit, I feel like, to a dive here. Yeah, they should hold that choke. Get another 20 tick. If they commit, they might get kills, but they could easily lose a member.
Right. They have to play as defensive as possible here. And they even have to be considering not losing their caps. Like, they only have 3 caps. And if they get into a bounce back and forth, they could lose it really quick.
It could be disastrous, yeah, if someone gets some rat caps going in. They could just win.
You don't want to let that happen. Put the pressure on early, make them fight for it.
Gwes choosing to go on Ragnarok here instead of the Curse Staff Stormcleave is interesting. I would have went on the Curse Staff instead.
Oh, wow, and red team putting out the early pressure still. They're the ones who were most pressureful, but Tryhard
very low trouble.
He's in the Judy.
Walk out of
He's in the Judy.
Blue team has a lot of pressure right now with their RDPS. They can't walk down the choke to keep the RDPS in check, right? So red team needs to wait a little bit, let them up, you know? Right now, you only have Gwes up there, so you're feeding into the damage from the back line of the blue team. Let him walk up here. Now, this is a perfect position for them. Look at Bonzo Bobo. Hit a geyser on him and kill him. They do go for it. They get him right there with the bait off the choke. Perfectly played by the red team. 43-3. Should be a 20 to coming in to tie it up to 23-3. This is actually going to go to a 3-3, hopefully, if they get 2 more
go to 3-3. And if it goes the length, it will be at one point.
K-Tomny has to walk out of there. They should fully reset. And I'm not sure, like, they've been playing as if they were
and go
from
the other
position of
direction
strength,
and try to get there and get the early cap, put the pressure on them, stop the bleed.
I just don't like it from the blue team, right? They've been playing as if they're winning, which they were. But why not just suicide a member or two and commit to the win?
True.
When they could have just dove, committed to a win, but they've been playing so scared, back and forth, bleeding points, that now they have to do something or it's all
Electro
over.
gets the dive.
Dove again.
He's gonna already
die.
over.
Die.
Wow.
19-3. They lose on this tick. Blue team cannot afford to lose. They have to go rat cap top if they retreat or continue to fight without a healer. And how are you going to fight without a healer against this team? All red team has to do is kite back, but if they lose a member in the next 18 seconds, they could lose as well. Ragnarok, what are you doing, man? Get out
Luke
of there.
high power goes down.
To 1 HP. They kill Luke power on the backline. Ragnarok almost suicided himself and lost the match for his team. He's barely staying alive right here. Thanks to Tazzik.
Now.
4 seconds left. They're going to kill Bonzo Bobo, tied up to 11-3.
What?
Oh, it's over. Red team with a comeback.
Wow.
Clean. Yo, Ragnarok gave me a heart attack, though. What was that, man? He went down to 40 HP. Just run, dude.
Do we have to give some love over there to Conflict now?
Yeah, what a comeback.
N18 strong.
Do we have to give some props to Fun Stealer, though, for like hyping up Tussle? Because that was a good comeback. All right, so blue team, Noob Slayer. Red team is Aurelia 440, Fatnex. That's a good Hondel team. Aurelia 440. So this should be a pretty good match.
So it's a Hondel team versus a Hondel team.
You know, Hondel Pugs versus Hondel and Pugs. Yeah, actually, full Hondel versus Hondel and Pugs. So it looks like they're mirroring though with the quarterstaffs. Carrying Caller versus Carrying Caller. Off the bat immediately though, G-List goes down at less than half a bar. Needs to be very careful there as they both went for the 1-for-1. Both went for the top and bottom caps instead of the 5v5 mid. And Ray Orbit, he was very far in that backline. Look where he's standing right now. They're going for a combo of Fatnex instead. He doesn't have a roll, so he's going to walk back into Ray Orbit, who's popping his potion. Keep your eye on the left part of your screen there, as Ray Orbit is sitting in a 1v3 in the enemy team's Judy and has not been pressured out yet. Finally has to blink away. Gets swapped back in by Hysteria, but he's in his own team's Judy. He should be chilling, but he doesn't have his defensives now, so he can't do that anymore for the rest of this fight. So they need to be very careful about who they pick. They're going back on a Fatnex, who blew a lot last time. They get a very good bop onto him as well, but no follow-up stun or pressure from any of the RDPS from the blue team there.
I just found out we can't bet, Tazzik.
Yeah, the moderators aren't allowed to bet in the prediction, unfortunately.
Lame.
But it looks like pretty even, you know, a little bit favored for the red team, but
yeah.
So here, I want to see Noob Slayer and them focus a little bit more on shutting down the front line than I've been talking about before, just because Aurelia 440 is making it so that Ravid and G-List can't really walk up too far. And now he's down to 1 bar. They could easily look for a turn here on that choke. They could sit on it. Ray Orbit blinking forward. He got knocked away. There's a good quarterstaff Q by the enemy team tank. Is now they're looking to hold the choke, put the Judy down. They're going for a quarterstaff on Fatnex again. He's in the target of every single combo so far. He gets hit by the Pierce as well. But they don't want to commit to full engage on him. As Ray Orbit has 4 stacks of curse on him. You need to get back to your team way sooner than that. He overextends down the choke and will go down for it. And G-List 2 bars himself needs to be very careful as Aurelia's blinking forward. I love the Carrying Caller in this
very aggressive play there by Aurelia. I like it.
I just love how aggressive they play with it. You know, like before they were E-bots, whereas now with the Q and the W, they're chilling, you know. Rabbit gonna get quarterstaff
to do
in a bad spot. He needs to be very careful. Like this is still a 4v5, man.
Player? Okay.
Yeah, they go for the 1 player just to keep the healing reduced. I like to see more AoEs though, you know, like that's where you get the bigger pressure because it takes out a lot of that hot value if you get big E's. Rather than even using it on cooldown, I like to see it like that, right? That's a triple E Aurelia got. It's a massive one that he can fall back and chill. But his backline wasn't there to pressure it, right? So it's kind of a wasted E.
So Aurelia was under a little bit of pressure as well and still getting pressured currently. Gets some nice heals. Saves him a little bit.
Fatnex just did a really bad roll. If Noob Slayer saw that, he could commit to this and just get a kill right now. Chicken get in trouble, though, so Noob Slayer trying to save him.
Done.
Chicken is going to go down anyway. They had a lot of pressure on that choke from the red team. Very well played by them, especially their tank. Hysteria is doing very good, and he's going for another kill. He sees blood. Ray Orbit going to get swapped in, maybe. He's looking for it. They're chilling with it.
They're all going to make it back for the reset. I do like these dot teams, though. I love seeing a good dot team. It's brutal.
Well, everyone in chat saying, like, why do people think Noob Slayer team is going to lose? Why did... Yo, everyone voted the red team, though, so I'm not sure.
72%,
yeah, 72% voted red team.
That's pretty heavily in favor right there.
And that's 20.5 thousand channel points in total bet. Wow, someone bet 5.2K on red team. Only a total of 47 people voted, though. Yo, you guys got to get in these predictions, you know?
You guys all have energy.
I know you have the energy. Ray Orbit, very low already. Has to pop his
Orbit's
scholar
gonna
cap.
get
He
crushed.
is. Oh, the save. Look at how
He's
little
still
healing
dead.
that Grave Guard
Oh,
helmet did,
nice.
though.
There we go. There's the reset. It's gonna go down. Give him a little bit of breathing room, but if they come in on Orbit, there's nothing left.
So Aurelia hit his carrying collar E onto Ray Orbit, and the Grave Guard healed him for like 150, 200 only. Like, that's a massive reduction of healing right there. He had to get the Giga healed, you know, the reset healed on top of the Grave Guard healed. That's very sad days for them. And now they have a triple cap they have to deal with, right? So they got 20
interestingly,
ticks.
the red team didn't choose to put the pressure on after all the defensives were used there. You'd think that maybe after all the resets were used, all the heals are used, that's when you go in. But
yeah, they went really hard. They got a lot of cooldowns out, but they also got the 20 tick. So maybe they're giving the respect to the blue team that they deserve, you know? They know they're a good team, so they're just going to chill on the choke, fight from an advantageous position instead. And G-List already going to get comboed down. The carrying collar did not hit him, though, so there's not a lot of pressure left. They're going to reset, go back a little bit. As the quarterstaff hits Cube back here, Noob Slayer looking to shut down the bow a little bit more than before. He was looking at Fat Necks more. Both Judies have come down as well. It's a better placement from the blue team, though. Red team has a really bad Judy. They can't get any value out of that. And now they're diving Cube in this backline here. They should be able to get the kill. They get it with G-List's Pierce, and now they can chase, get a turnaround. They are going to still get 10 ticked, but they can get pressure and get all 3 caps and hopefully get a return 20. I don't think they can get another kill, though, so they're just going to need to pressure them back so they can get the caps. They're still chasing, though. They got a 4-man Pierce off, but you guys got to get the caps instead. Looks like they're going to send Ray Orbit down to that bot cap. They should all be top right now, though, to like hold the 20. Unfortunately, they're a little bit late to the rotation here, so Q might just go and start that one up. Hondel's 5th member should be arriving soon as well.
They're not going to get the 20.
There.
There's no pressure at all. They had 4. They didn't want to go down the stairs 4v5 just to stop a rotation. So
I would have loved to have seen them go down there way earlier, you know, in the 4v4 and just commit to getting that 20 tick. But maybe they also are giving the red team the respect they deserve.
Well, by the time that they had the opportunity to go down, it would have been a 5v4.
I think instead of chasing, though, they should have went immediately. But instead, they're going for a play onto Cube here. He's going to get that blink off. But Aurelia is kind of up here a little bit overextended because we know he doesn't have his potion from last time. So he needs to be very careful of these curse dots. He's at 3 right now. And he's going to get turned on right now as he goes down to 1 life, has to blink away. Really smart. Wither over Purity, keep him alive. But he's not going to keep Ray Orbit off him, who blinked forward and then whiffed his carrying collar. Unfortunate whiff by him.
That's rough, but not as rough as what's happening to the guys facing off against Bob Freeze's team here. Currently bullied up against Tent with 27 points left. 149 to 27. Bullied.
Bob is going in.
Yeah, they're bullied in their
Okay.
Yeah.
Noob Slayer getting a little pressure on himself. So is Ray Orbit, who popped his Scholar Cowl really early there. I thought he would have maybe saved that for when they were up the choke and he was sitting in it, but he might have his potion available. Aurelia 440 should have his pot back as well, so we can go into that backline again. As Noob Slayer opting to knock Cube out of the fight rather than get a quarterstaff play to him. And now he's looking at this front line again. Aurelia 440 could get turned on. There is the potion used, so they should turn around now on a Fat Necks on that choke. But Noob going for Cube instead. They did hit the Pierce into the quarterstaff. Ray Orbit is here for the execute, and they are going to get him. Look at that damage that came out from Rabbit and Ray Orbit. There's no way he could heal through that with the carrying collar already down. G-List now just needs to kite for a little bit, and they win this fight and can get the 20 tick off. 3-man Pierce coming in from Ray Orbit. Sorry, from the Curse Staff. Not Ray Orbit. And they are going to go down here to the top cap, get that 20 tick. They should only be sending 1 guy, though. Like, why are they all down here? Oh, G-List off screen, killing Aurelia 440, though.
Oh,
at the 10. He killed him at the 10.
At the 10.
I think it was a Pierce kill. Like, he hit him with the Pierce and got him, maybe. But yeah, they should be bot right now, like making sure they hold that 20. But they seem intent. You know, they're not even out yet. They don't want to fight at that bot choke, though. They really just want to fight mid. Maybe with the quarterstaff, they just prefer to fight here in this mid angle.
This match is going pretty close here. I like this. Finally, we see
It's
Noob Slayer's team take the lead. So much for all the betters in
Cube
the
is
channel.
in so much trouble. They got a nasty combo off him off the bat, and Cube had a very bad roll here. That's a lot of pressure down, a lot of stuff wasted to save him as both teams put down their duty to play on the offensive down this choke. Rabbit needs to be very careful, though, as that's their main source of damage output from the back line. He needs to start auto-attacking Aurelia up that choke here. Chicken getting the hots out. You're going to see him down this choke. Has to run back up, though. Does have the movement speed to do so. And Fat Necks on that choke down there trying to get a cheeky cap. Noob Slayer goes, gets the stop. They want the 20 tick this time. They're fighting for that.
Yeah.
Cube now in very much trouble here, as we already saw him roll before. He's going to blink away. I was like, he didn't even have roll? Was that just a blink last time? Interesting. He's at half HP now. Swapped off the shoes to the blink. I didn't even notice that. I thought he rolled before with the iframe. But Cube needs to be careful with that blink shoes because he don't have the iframe now, right? So he has to be very careful on how he blinks. If he blinks wrong, he's going to get quarterstaff eat into the heavens and just get killed. Good Judy fight Noob Slayer, though, if he plays aggro here. Just sit on this choke here in the 1v2 with her orbit. They're looking at Cube again. They are going to sit on him with Rabbit as well. He does blink away, but the backline of the blue team is very low to Aurelia and Fatnex. They have to run out of here and give the choke up. The reset comes down there on the orbit. It's still in the backline. They might be able to push back up here. G-List does get hit by the carrying collar E, as Noob Slayer needs to be careful, man. Protect G-List. He's keeping all the pressure on himself. It's a good play by Noob Slayer there to cartwheel up the choke. Make sure G-List can get healed up into safety. Very good Robo Purity by Chicken as well to keep the tank from the red team off him. Hysteria wanted to go for a big play, and now he's in big trouble down that choke. Ravid did get sent to Narnia, though. Couldn't get any damage off.
Oh, no.
And this reset Judy, I wish they put that Judy up further for the
they needed that
backline
to
walk
be
up
up
more.
there for the they could have had an advanced.
But Fatnex
it's
in
hard.
trouble with that quarterstaff. Yeah, Ravid is just getting destroyed by this combo by Aurelia and Cube with that backline bow damage. I wish Noob Slayer shut down Cube more than he is Fatnex. It worked for them when they went on the bow instead of the curse staff there. And Aurelia 440 still putting out pressure on this choke to this day, not letting the blue team walk up that thing. Reorbit coming back with one life. He's going to get just turnaround Q killed by Aurelia. And they've been holding the 20 ticks that whole time, right? Blue team got themselves a sizable lead. Even though they lost these engagements, they're 103 to 53 right now. So they have a little bit of points to work with, you know. Also, Chicken fully out of mana. Probably should pop your mana potion if you have it soon.
We've got a couple of other good matches going around right now. Cargera is working his way through a comeback. 3 caps, 11 to 93 in the comeback. Currently going against Nick BR10 and Dungeon Realms, Theus RS, and the boys with Zerfax. But this has been a brutal match, as the guys from Elevate, formerly, now of Hondel, really were putting a smackdown on White Order.
Noob Slayer gonna go down to 1 bar, getting saved by Chicken here, but he needs to be very careful. He cannot go up for so long. The reset comes down, but he's only still at half HP. Red team could easily turn around and get a kill right now on a Noob Slayer or Ray Orbit. They have to be careful how they play this engagement. They have to wait for a Judy or something, as G-List and Chicken walking up a little bit to help out Ray Orbit. Ray Orbit kind of solo carrying this fight. 1v4 in that backline alone, left the blue team alone on that choke, gave them time to heal up, and now they're going on the offensive. Fatneck could swap back in. There's no stun run just yet. They stun run really smart and then do a bop to kill Aurelia. It's a very good play by Noob Slayer, though. And now they're going with a play onto Fatnex. They could easily turn this around. I wonder if the 72% of people who voted red team are quivering in their boots right now, because they're about to lose all those channel points.
Yeah, that's a lot of points to lose.
That's a triple kill for the blue team. In an engagement they were
losing. If they
losing.
can be quick, they're going to get the points too on rotation. They're not going to get a triple cap. Yeah.
But they were losing that fight. Like, be clear, blue team hard lost that engagement, and then Reorbit 1v4'd the backline for like 10 seconds.
Crazy.
Just in a 1v4 chilling. I think he had res pot going. He was hard 1v4, bought them the time they needed to get cooldowns available, and then they just ran him down. Very well played by Ray Orbit there to buy his team some time. Very close match. This is probably the best level 6 we have right now. Even though the score is 92 to 29, this has been very close.
It's been a great match. Unfortunately for Cargera's team, it's now 1 to 63, and they have 1 cap and are about to be sent home.
92 to 29, Cube on that cap top, trying to let his team not have to fight with 9 points left, but he does get stopped by Ray Orbit. Rabbit in a very bad position and needs to be very careful. Does get a really good iframe through that cartwheel, though. Very well micro played by Rabbit to get up that choke with a roll while Hysteria was running for him. And now it's a really good Robo Purity on Hysteria as well. The quarterstaff comes in. They can put so much pressure onto red team right now as they come up this choke. They do get a lot of curse stacks off, but G-List playing hella aggro on that choke. Look at him. He's popping potion and everything. He's going for a 1v3 play, but it's not working for him as red team is running them down. Noob Slayer and Ray Orbit do not have potions available, I think, to keep the pressure on. So they have to just kite for a little bit, but it's 92 to 9. Like, all they have to do is chill and they win in 40 seconds, even if red team gets 1 cap. They might be going for a style finish, though, instead for some kills. Fatnex does go down.
Fatnex.
5 points.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, this one's over. The 72% of people who voted 15,000 energy on red team kind of messed up, you know? Noob Slayer's team winning with 92 points. The points don't do it justice, though. That was a very close fight. It was 7-3. Kills deaths might be 7-8-3 right now, actually. They're going for a kill onto Really Smart. They are going to get the kill onto both Hysteria and Really Smart there at the end. Double kill to make it 9-3. And if we show the damage there at the end, G-List had 86,000. Rayorbit had 85. The blue team was nowhere near the red team's damage output. They only had 70k.
We're heading over
delta.
to Phoenix 11, who is fighting for conflict here. Currently 30-31, but the guys in Hondel, led by C Punka, currently have 3 caps. Conflict trying to work their way up the stairs here and turn it in their favor, but woof. It's going to be hard here. Rob really low. Are they going to get him? No, he's fallen back really well. Tryhard was not able to get there and put on the pressure, but I think this might be enough for a good reset and allow the guys in conflict to get a cap before the rotation. And they're already working for 2 caps right now. Phoenix goes down, stops them in their tracks on the stairs. Not enough to be any kills here, but it's going to be enough to let his boys get a cap in the next 10 seconds. Yep, and they're going to get the double cap. Oh, no! Stopped from the lower ground with a... Oh, the Pierce from the lower ground stops the cap. Going to have to restart it. They're going to get it, though, but not before rotation. And well done by Red Team, securing 10 more points with so little time left to go.
20-29. The Phoenix doing work, tanking. That was a good snare charge he had on the choke there to buy himself the time to get both of those caps as well.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Once again,
Ooh,
Tussle's team working it out towards the end and going the full distance here. This is our last level 6 of the evening.
Yeah, Ank is still super low. So is
Guess my name is going to go. Is he going to pop from the Raven?
They hit the carrying caller into a blink auto fire. That guy might die to Ragnarok. He lives with 1 life. They do take him out.
Not for very long, though. Robbed, also under a lot of pressure, is going to go down here. And this looks like...
It's only going to be a 10 tick, though, right? So 20
yeah,
to
but
11.
this is going to be very hard now. 11 points. They're going to be able to get a third cap on... Oh, get out, Phoenix! No! Don't... No! Not the way, dude! Not the way! Oh my God.
That guy just got quarterstaffed on the tent. 1 unit away from the beam.
Oh.
That saved him right there. As the red team, probably going to have to give this one up. Because if you notice, they killed the healer there at the last second. So
yeah, but that was
a very good played match from the blue team here.
Wow, well done by the guys from Conflict winning this one too. I'm kind of impressed here. This one, overloaded now.
Tussle with another win.
Some gear, maybe switch his boots over to carry.
Nice chilling. He's chilling, dude. They're going around getting all the loot they didn't get before. Look at all those skeletons, man. This was a bloodbath. Gonna make sure to check out the scoreboard after this one.
8-11.
Ooh, the points were distributed from that last prediction, though. 20.5 thousand energy won by the people who voted blue. Only 20 people voted blue. So, hey, lots of people called that last one wrong.
Also, I believe we saw some Hondel get a little bit closer here, as it's now only 21,000 points that separate first and second place. I mean, second and third place. It's hard to really call Black Order like first place. I just don't like saying it.
Yo, we got to show the damage on this one, dude. This was a bloodbath of damage. Ankh did 111,000
and 111.
The other guy did 111,000 as well. What the? And they were. I don't even think, because Ankh was playing melee, no? Like he was the carrying caller, and then I think the other guy, Stormcleave, he was the curse staff. So those dots tick for a lot of damage. Oh, we don't have that started yet. Team. You should get that going right now. The prediction did start. You have blue team that will be gathered back. Geminex, red team will be Tussle. Put the points, dude. I would vote blue team, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. Instantly swap onto Tussle. Tussle with a good blink, though. Gather Bat playing down the choke. 4v4 again. Both teams choosing to respect each other. Go for their respective caps. Gather Bat with the Ironclad, though, is going to separate Triad from the rest of his team. So that guy already had to blow lots of spells, as now they're going for a play to Bunny team. We already know red team's playstyle, right? They go for those big geyser claw combos. But they don't get him often. As Geminex with the pike, putting out lots of damage onto Phoenix. He misses the harpoon. He messed up his blink timing. That's a disaster for him. He could have gotten a kill right there.
I just look at the rankings. Hondel is only down 16k points.
Yo, if blue team wins, they could get those 16 points right here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is probably one of the
playing
only
against Hondel.
crystals.
Do you realize they're
No,
playing?
no, they're playing against Conflict. So this is one of the only matches where it's not Hondel versus Hondel. So Stormcleave
I don't know.
up
Bob
on the
Freeze
top
is.
there.
Oh, I'm on Bob Freeze now. I just switched off the damn matches. Oh God, it's too many players.
It's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
You know, it's not okay. It's not all right.
I will say though, Jaminex's pike is very clean. It's the cleanest pike we've seen today, and we've seen 2 of them. So he's playing it very effectively as he does get that harpoon off. He missed the first one, but he gets that second one onto Tussle, and they could get a kill off this. He does not have Blink available. He is going to go down. Gatherbat very low in the backline, but they don't have a healer on the red team. So there's no way Conflict turns around for a kill here. They're going to chase down, get a double, and then go for the 20 tick. Phoenix trying to play a little bit freaky. Not sure what he's doing. He's trying to... I wish he went with the mace. I don't know about this build he's doing right now, but he is going to go down. I hope he swaps to mace. It's going to be way better against this enemy team. Should be an easy blue team. You can actually see in chat, if you did vote, who you voted for. It'll be next to your name. So far, we have 34 people voted for blue team, 15 for the red. The prediction is almost over. Oh, no, it is over. I see 34,000 total points voted. I'm hoping blue team wins. I would have voted for the blue team, but Funstealer voted hard for red team. He said, no, 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 red team is going to win. All my money on to Tussle. Please tell me Phoenix swapped to the mace, though. I don't think it's better.
Phoenix.
He did swap to the heavy mace.
Yeah, he's coming out heavy mace. Yep.
Yeah, this will be good for them. They do like Gatherbat's good enough to stop. Yeah, he's good enough to stop most snare charges, but the ones that connect will be very effective for them. And just that silence purge. You know, the heavy mace is really strong against this blue team here because Geminex shuts him down a lot. That's a 4-man snare charge even right there. They're gonna have to get a Graveguard onto Bunny team very early here as the poison potion comes down. He's gonna blink away as Gatherbat staying up front with his potion popped. He can absorb a lot of pressure here right now. Keep this choke for the blue team. They do swap Phoenix back in. They're going for a tank kill. They harpoon back Tryhard, not the one they wanted to get, but they'll take anyone they can as Gatherbat. Oh, he actually iframed through that. That was a very well played iframe by Tryhard right there to go through the spin from Gatherbat. And red team has to get that bat cap soon, man. They have 40 seconds to do it. A really good harpoon to Ragnarok, though. He's going to have to use his blink. That guy needled that harpoon through. How did that hit Ragnarok? That was crazy.
Dude, I don't know. It's a nice leap there. Gets stopped again by Gatherbat. Gatherbat's on the point with these. Yeah,
the best tanks should be able to do it. Tussle with a insane blink after root. That was not on purpose. But his over purity did stop them from stop the blue team from getting that cap, like from canceling it. So I'll give it to Tussle. Like it wasn't on purpose, but it's very well done. But Phoenix goes down to 1 bar, has to get Graveguard helmet. He's very low still. The Judy comes down, but he is going to go down from Geminex anyway. Geminex's pike doing work right now as he's looking at Tussle, who just got swapped in. Gatherbat going to go back anyway, though. He's pretty low. He's kind of afraid of being in that back line, and now he's just chilling up the choke. Not sure what he's doing. Why is he just standing here?
He's without health, and he's waiting. He's just waiting.
Chilling,
he's like, come on, guy. I need a reset. Thank you.
He's looking at That's a triple kill right now so far for the blue team. They killed Ragnarok, Tussle, and Phoenix, and they might get a quad kill on Tryhard right now. Oh, perfect iframe, though. Yep. Beautiful iframe from him. That's how you spin through it. NEX almost just got trade killed, though, by that Pierce. He went down to like 17 life.
Meanwhile, Bob Freeze is putting a dominant performance on the board against Hysteria here. 148 to 78.
Yeah, 148 to 83 over here. About to be 148 to 63. So it's 62. Geminex is going to run down, though. He's looking for another harpoon onto a backline member. Looking at Ragnarok, I'm sure, on that choke. He can hit it at nasty angles if he's down the choke. He is going to pop his cape onto Phoenix, go for a play onto him, going to spin him back. Phoenix went aggro, actually. He chose to go in there. So he needs to be very careful. He's running opposite ends from his team. They're kind of trolling this fight. I'm sorry for whoever voted the red team there, because this is now 4v5. Gatherbat should have spells to run them down with the pike root. So he should be able to spin right here in this choke once they get a stun run off. Phoenix is going to meet it back up with his team, but the guy's half a bar. Needs to be very careful how they play this one. They do get the harpoon onto Tussle here, but they're fighting at the enemy team's tent. So not looking too good for Conflict. It's another cancel on Phoenix's snare charge as well. Gatherbat's on top of this today, and he's playing aggro with 1 bar as well. Like, if Gatherbat just does not care. Trier going to do what he can to keep that harpoon off of them, but Phoenix is going to go down to that harpoon. Very good catch by Geminex. You know who would be proud of that harpoon, shows?
Who? Rosalia?
What? Rosalia, of course.
Yeah.
Chire now in a 1v5 up the choke. Gatherbat doing what he can to keep the red team at bay, but they're going to get the double kill. It doesn't matter. Tussle could not come up to save his boy at all there, as he's going to blink, but I'm sure Geminex is looking at another harpoon play. He blinks for it, but Tussle, look at what he's doing. Tussle has to play on the wall. He's so afraid of that harpoon out of the tent there.
Wow, this one is quite the stomp. Both of these two matches that I'm currently watching are absolute crushing matches for the red team. Who voted for red team?
Lots of people voted for red team.
Wasn't it Funstealer who put like 36,000 points?
He put 10k points onto the red team. He's about to lose them all unless a miracle happens from Tussle. So Funstealer, sorry to say, man, but they will not have a level 8 token. Actually, I think they might have one banked for tomorrow. They should.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do. 148 to 14. This one is about to be over. They're just going to go down and fight the 5v5. Instantly going on Tussle right now. He's half HP. No blink, so Geminex is looking to blink forward and actually get a harpoon off on him as well. Blue team should come down this choke. They have so much pressure right now on Tussle specifically, who has used every ability. But they're going to chill. They know they win in 30 seconds if they don't give up this back cap. They missed the Pierce onto Ragnar, so they can't go onto him, but Tussle is going to get bite comboed on that choke. He blinks away, but he's going to get swapped right back in. He gets hit by the harpoon as well. He is 1 bar to his name, going to get spun out of his team's Judy and just die. Very well played by the blue team. They kind of ran over this conflict team. 148 to 0. Like that's a very
that's a
one-sided stomp.
That's a stomp. Yeah. Head on over to Noob Slayer. He's currently working on preventing the opposing team from using this 3 cap against them. It's 106 to 75.
Pretty close. Yeah.
3 cap going to the 75 White Order team of Gwes.
El Truco trying to heal the heavens here as this comeback is in play. But look at where Chicken and Green are playing down that choke. What are they doing? Noob Slayer going for a combo onto El Truco. He's going to get the roll off, but he rolls into the quarterstaff root. They don't have Reorbit up there for any pressure. So blue team needs to stabilize a bit as Kreen is doing way better than he was last time we saw this engagement. As he's sitting in the backline, he's getting pressure on the blue team's backline. So they actually have a chance to win this time. Kreen now popping this potion to keep on Reorbit here. He's waiting for a little bit of a heal before he goes back. They want to hold these 20 ticks. So they're fighting on the enemy team's 10th choke. And I like that play. Like, it's really good for Kreen with the VMS to fight on this choke with that backline down it. It's where he wants to fight. But that's a really good carrying call onto the red team. They need to be careful here if blue team looks for a turnaround after this reset, but they're not going to do it. The 20 tick does come in to put this in favor of the red team, who was down 40 points when we got here. So if they come down, they can keep getting those 20 ticks. Someone in chat was asking what spear that was. Geminex was using the pike with the harpoon W. Luke Hill Power pops this potion and make it back up the choke alive. He's half HP, so it was a really good use of the pot there. As red team trying to kiting back up, Noob Slayer and his guys need to either breach the choke or go for a cap in the middle of the fight. I prefer to actually breach the choke here because he has some points to play with. Like, I would just go for a play onto Luke Hill, who gets caught by 2 different spells, but no follow-up from the back line. Because look at where Kreen is, man. Kreen was doing work, but he's running away. This is a 5v4 now. He got put down to half a bar and could not make it back to El Truco for any heals. So he's finally going to come. You see him coming from the top cap, and blue team still has no pressure, even though that was really a 4v5 for a while, because Kreen was doing work on the back line there. Throws the BMS onto the choke. They do swap Kreen back in, but I don't know how that back line is going to catch him up here. It's just Reorbit and Noob Slayer for a while. They're going to put down the Judy. I'm waiting on the reset from El Truco. Where is it? There it is with the Judy. Yeah, there's the reset. Now they can go for it. Aluko Power a little bit out of position. He should have been in his team's Judy, but they do kill Ravid because of it. Reorbit blink until they trade 1-for-1. I wish they would have still gotten the kill if Luke Hill just backed up a little bit. Tomney in trouble now. Half a bar to his name. Going to blink away.
Blink forward. Nope. Nobody's following up. I thought Robert was going to go take that one.
It's 42 to 71. So blue team is having the points on their mind. Like, they really want to go back for that cap. Make a move. Yeah. And Reorbit's going to go through this BMS to the choke. He has to play aggro here.
They just have to finish Katamni here. They have to take him.
His carrion should be back up, Reorbit, so they can hold the choke here. I'm sure he's got to there it is. Really good at the reset as well. Ravid back now, so they have the big advantage in this fight. But they need to get at least one cap, please, man. Don't let yourself get 20 ticked when you've won every engagement. They're going for kills instead of the cap. They're going to lose 20 when they could have lost 10.
They're not going to get the caps. They've already gotten themselves to a 4-player versus 5. But if they can take down Gwes here, that's a long reset for them, and they can actually get a double cap out of that and start taking the points off of their opponents, and they're going to get Gwes.
Yeah, Kreen is going to die for sure.
Yep.
Some of that
Now
shots.
is when they have to go for these caps, even if it's fighting 4v4 to get caps.
I still don't know if it's worth it, because now they're at 22. It's like a really dangerous threshold to play at. It's 2 caps and a 20 tick and you lose, right? But 2 caps and a 20 tick and you're donezo, you know? Like I would have preferred them to play at the 30-point game.
Well,
and
they didn't have that option. There was too much pressure from the red team. They weren't going to get the caps.
Yeah, Luke Hill Power's kind of inting right now. I'm not sure what he wastes his potion as well to stop that cap. There's no way blue team doesn't get this cap, man. You have to give that one.
I don't know. They could with another.
Well, Noob Slayer's going to come in and start spinning. Like Ravid's surely going to get this cap. There's no way unless Noob Slayer doesn't hold a choke, which he didn't. So the 10 tick is about to come in. That's kind of a disaster for you, Noob Slayer.
Yep, that's
12 to 62 now. Red team looking to win this one. Okay, Truco. Oh, he already blinked. Needs to be very careful. Pop his over purity. Keep those melees off him. And he's kiting. Look at how far he's kiting. Oh no, dude. You are so dead over here. The quarter step into the cancel on the reset.
Luke High Power is done.
They traded 2 for 1. How did they trade like that? Yo, blue team with very big pressure. They're just gonna win. I feel like
they need to take the caps now.
They do. They get both caps here for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna get both caps, and they can even pressure Bonzo in the tent. Oh, and they're going to get Katamni before he even gets out.
Even Katamni. And you're 13 minutes in. Like, the time to come back alive is like 40 seconds. So, these should be 220 ticks for the blue team. This is a very close match. As long as they play it correctly, they should be able to get 220 ticks. They are going to have to fight for the second one. But they should still be able to get it if they rotate top, which they're not. I see. Okay. Want to play with the 10 ticks? Still good. They're not even going to get this 120 tick. What? They didn't even get 120 tick. They just got a 10. They should have been top there. It's still a 5v4. Katamani's still not here. Man, they needed that 20. That's so sad for them. 7 to 34. It should have been 7 to 24. And now they're going to play for 10 ticks. They need 4 of them to win. 3 and a kill. Kreen running straight up though. He's not afraid to breach this choke. I like it. They have points to play with. They should be able to breach fast. Like
they have to push.
Reorbit already down to 1 bar. Has to get grave guarded. The Judy placement here is really good. If blue team has any backline pressure, and they don't, look at where Kreen is. Kreen is keeping the backline in check very well here. And Katamni has to come in and help him out right now. He's only half a bar, but they get the carrying collar off on Reorbit. I wish he held that for maybe right now when they're going down the choke. Like this would have been a much better carrying collar use. But G-List at 1 bar might go down to that pierce. He is going to go down 3 to 34. 1 kill and you lose here. Need to be very careful. Reorbit and Noob Slayer. And look at where Ravid is. What are you doing all the way up there? Reorbit cannot die here. Chicken has to heal the heavens, but Noob Slayer is also 1 life. They might lose 1 member right now. Chicken trying to do what he can. If you die, it's all over in Reorbit. It's over.
Yep. Wow.
Why, man? Why didn't they just go top? Get the 20 tick. Hey, well played by the red team.
Well played by the red team.
Well, that was a comeback. Just remember. It's a comeback. A very good comeback.
Yeah. Good job by all of our teams today.
Any level 7s left? No. Was that the last one? Yeah, that one's a very, very long one. That was very good matches today. Yep. Yeah, really close. Level 7s, level 6s, level 5. Team Red won that one. However, there was no betting on that match. There's only betting on the first one. So, and the points were already distributed. 35,000 points got distributed. Dang, that's a lot of points.
Which one was your favorite one? Mine was the tussle comeback.
I like the tussle comeback. That was a really good comeback.
Yeah.
By them.
It's good to see.
So Fun Stealer lost 10k channel points on that tussle loss right there.
Ooh.
But Nielhoff voted 8k points on blue team. So he won a lot of points.
Oh, good.
35,000 total channel points. So we'll be going to the 34 people who voted for Team Blue on that first engagement. Congratulations to you guys.
Congratulations I'm sure there will be to all our winners.
Yeah, all the winners for today. As
Big
well,
winners.
The GVGers, you know, big channel point winners. You guys can participate with your friends, you know, with this Twitch betting system. And I'm sure there will be more tomorrow, too, for the level 8s and 9s, dude. Should be some bangers tomorrow. A loot pack should be back, I believe, for tomorrow.
Yes, he's coming back tomorrow.
Yep.
So,
Should be some good casting.
And that is it for today. There are no more raffles today. I'll have some raffles for you guys tomorrow, but we had a higher than usual percentage of raffles being claimed this week.
Normally people win and they don't claim it. Is that what happens?
Right. And so I have like in a bunch of them towards the end of the week. And I only have enough for tomorrow's level 9s. So I want to make sure that we can give out some prizes during the 8s and 9s tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. So only had enough to give away 2 today. Actually, I gave away 3.
Yep. Well, that's all the content we have for today. We have one last shout out. Shout out to the Roadrunners from Ledge TV. Shout out to them. Nice. But some very good crystals. Very good crystals today.
Yeah, it was great.
So I'm looking forward to this tournament, right? This tournament in a week. 1 week from today. Should be a very close tournament. I'm hoping it's a lot more closer than the last one. A lot of these teams seem to be of equal caliber. So I'm hoping for some back and forths, you know?
That's the difference between this season and last season, right? Is last season we had 2 teams that kind of ran away with it early, and we knew going into the off-season tournament that we had 2 much better teams than the rest of the teams. The June Esports team and the Money Guild team had a lot of hype behind them. They're both very strong going into the tournament, and we expected them to do well. And both those teams didn't lose a single match until they ran up into each other in the finals, and then they split that final best of 5, 3-2, with the final match going down to the wire, and it went back and forth between the 2 teams. So I don't know if we can get a better finals than what we had last time. It was incredible. I hope we do. There's some teams out there I'd love to see run into each other 5 times.
While the finals might not be as close this time, you never know. I'm sure the tournament as a whole will be incredibly close. Yes. Like these teams we have coming in they go back and forth every time they show up in crystals against each other. Like this is going to be a content-filled tournament 1 week from today. You don't want to miss it.
Everybody has a shot.
Will be there. Everyone. There's not a team that will qualify that doesn't have a chance to win. There's not one team that doesn't have a chance to win.
If I go back, I believe we have a screenshot of the teams who are qualified. I'll send that over to Bogul.
How many are already qualified? I think only a few.
None of them are qualified. I mean, the teams that have won level 8s is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'll just take a new one. What? I'm confused. What's ugly? Taking another screenshot?
Yeah.
I believe that Bogul cannot be heard by the stream, so you're talking to yourself right now.
Oh, so I'm talking to myself.
Here I am, guys. I enabled.
Yep.
Yes, I indeed said that was ugly, I think.
You're confusing the hell out of me, Bogul.
Yo, imagine how many channel points people are going to bet on the finals of the tournament. Like, that's going to be lots of points, man.
Okay, just a second. I got to go scroll through so much old talk.
Do you need crafting for tomorrow, Owen? I think we hit me up.
Ooh, Owen needs some of that good gear for the level 8s and 9s, dude. He's trying to go hard. Yeah. Hopefully he does well, qualifies for the tournament. I'd love to see him in there.
Good luck.
Here you go, Bogul. That's my list.
Yeah, tomorrow might as well be the most important crystal day for these teams, right?
Yeah, it is the most.
They gotta qualify. They gotta qualify. Get into that tournament at all costs, dude.
8-3 in the level 8s and level 9s.
Yeah, on that note, do you think we're going to see some 8-3 masterpieces coming in the level 8s and 9s? I think so.
Yes.
Like, you got to qualify. Do whatever it takes, man. I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow what happens. It's going to be a good day. And what time will the stream go live, Shozen?
Tomorrow at 19 UTC, so we come in about 15 minutes before that at 18:45.
18:45 UTC.
Let me just
you can
confirm
catch
that by looking at my schedule.
And Bogul, if he confirms that time. Ready for the level 8s and 9s tomorrow. Should be some very close matches.
Have to scroll down to the bottom of season 10 here. 19 and 20, yes. 8s at 19, 20s at 8s at 19. 9s at 20. This is too complicated. These words that we have to say, Tazzik, they keep coming out of my mouth wrong. I'm not really enjoying it. Man. All right. And on that note, we're going to get out of here so I don't say anything else that's wrong. You can check us out tomorrow at 19 UTC. We will have more raffles. If you won a raffle today, we'll be handing them out in the next half hour or so. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. We're out.